Hey, good day to you, and welcome to BraveTalk Radio. This is your host, Toni Emehel, and I just wanted to thank you for taking the time to tune in to today's broadcast. If you're a regular listener of the Braveheart United channel, you know that our mark of distinction lies in our unwillingness to compromise truth and our steadfast standard of bringing you the best, well-read Christian leaders of thought from around the nation to share with you sound research and biblical principles so that you can view the social issues of today not through a narrow lens or an uninformed lens, but through the lenses of the best information that you could possibly get. And as we tread the days ahead, our new co-host that I'd like to share with you, Dr. Randy Short, is not a stranger to many. He is not a stranger in the land. He hails from Washington, D.C. He is an accomplished scholar, a historian, human rights defender, social commentator, anti-eugenics advocate, freelance journalist, writer, and the list goes on and on and on. But I will tell you, what I appreciate about Dr. Short the most is his heart for people. Okay? It is his will that we, particularly in this modern day time where access to information is so fluid, it is his heart's desire that we not exist in a state of ignorance. Truth can be found if you so seek it. And so with Dr. Short, each and every broadcast will be a moment of truth, a moment of knowledge sharing. And if you tune in, I guarantee you just might learn something. But only if your heart and your mind is as willing as the heart and mind of wisdom that will be shared during these broadcasts. So I want to share with you again Dr. Randy Short, and here are just a few excerpts from prior interviews and prior broadcasts that he's done through other mediums, but I wanted to be able to share with you just a glimpse of what's in store. So until we meet again, be brave, be enlightened, and don't be ignorant when there is so much information out here.
Ebola, I'm holding in my hands a patent that the U.S. government gave for Ebola in 2012. It says it's invented and it was made in its abstract for experimentation. Governments in Africa were given about $140 million to let experimentation start in January of this year. And now we see people dying from it because it was a disease made to kill, and it's killing. And in reality, this late move, to me, has more to do with creating a panic so people can sell medication as well as kill Africans. This gentleman and I are going to disagree. I'm an African American and quite proud of it. Anglo-Americans have been killing African people for profit and for land for 500 years. This is just another instance. And it's clear as his government patent, and I dare him to tell me this is a conspiracy theory when they say they made it. When this has the U.S. Department of Health as an assignee to this patent, for someone to say to me that it's a conspiracy theory when they say so.
Well, the drug was first patented in 1959. By the middle 60s, there were a lot of unethical experimentations done, in particular the Grady Clinic study in Georgia on poor black and poor white women. God knows how many people died. This drug did not get approved until 1993-94, but during that time that was used on women all over. The effects of it are serious. Excessive bleeding, osteoporosis, breast cancer, cervical cancer, heart attack, stroke, ectopic pregnancies, excessive weight gain, which can lead to type 1 or 2 diabetes, short or long-term infertility, maternal death, It strips the epithelium, the inner part of the woman's womb, making her more susceptible to all STIs and STDs, therefore doubling the chances of getting HIV/AIDS, chlamydia, HPV, gonorrhea, or syphilis. And there are other things that bothers the mental health. One of the things that's come to us, that the group that I work with, the Rebecca Project, is that many women are telling us that they've had mental problems. The FDA in 2004 was so concerned about the dangerous nature of Depo-Provera that they issued a black box warning, which is the most serious warning that can be issued by the FDA about how dangerous this drug is. It's being used primarily in non-white countries. So Muslim countries, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Indonesia, Burma, possibly on the Myanmar minority, all over Africa, Central America and Latin America, and of course in the United States, depending on whose information you look at, it's disproportionately used on African American women. Who's doing it? Planned Parenthood is one of the big purveyors of it. In addition to that, you have the Population Council, you have the International Federation of Planned Parenthood, you have a lot of persons and groups that have a Malthusian view that there are too many people and therefore they want to reduce the population. They know this drug is deadly, it's cheap, and it makes huge profits for the parent maker, which is Pfizer. For 47 years, it's been an unofficial policy of the USAID Office on Population to use or to send abroad dangerous, unsafe, untested, or unapproved drugs.
We have a history of doing all kinds of unjust and illegal things with substances, not just outside of the United States, but within. The Tuskegee experiment is the best known, but there are many, many others. And so it's time for this to stop. Bill and Melinda Gates, he just put his mouth in this. He's run non-consensual human experimentation that's watched people die in Africa. This is old. They did it to the Native Americans with certain diseases. As a person of part Native American descent, I can't be as clinical and detached as a gentleman in Washington. By the way, that's the land that was stolen from my people by whites using diseases like Ebola.
Brave Talk Radio, Monday nights at 7 o'clock p.m. with your hosts, Executive Strategist Toni Emehel and Dr. Randy Short. Are you bold enough to join the conversation? Be sure to tune in. You are listening to Brave Talk Radio on ToniEmehel.com.
Today's broadcast has been brought to you by Next Level Plus Project Management and Business Consultants. Learn more about how Next Level Plus can help you solve the right problems and seize the right opportunities by calling 704-780-2997 or visit their website at nextlevelplus.org.